Good evening and welcome to the Gospel Truth. I'm Brother Alan Jackson, bringing to you spiritual songs and hymns and the power of the spoken word of God. First of all, giving thanks to God for this another outpouring of his tender love and mercy, and that has allowed me once again to be on this time side of life and have this another blessed privilege to come to you by way of this television medium in his name and to bring to you another message from his holy and divine word. And I want to continue to express the production staff for their diligent service to the gospel truth. And it's my prayer that God will continue to bless them with those things that he knows that they're standing in need of. And I'm praying on your part, on your behalf as participant observers. And it's my prayer that God will continue to bless you and your family members with those things that he knows that you're standing in need of as well. And of course, I'm encouraging you to pray on my behalf because I'm also standing in need of prayer. And it's only God who can provide me with those things that I'm standing in need of. And once again, we're going to deviate from our programming norm. This week, we have a very special program. Some of you may remember that back in September, I made the announcement that our program director, Sister Elaine Purnell, her daughter had been named as the superintendent of schools for the Santa Ana School District. And we offered our accolades and congratulations. And I indicated that I would be putting together a little program that would salute our sister in Christ. So this evening we're going to do a tribute to Alpha Kappa Alpha Incorporated sorority and Sora, Dr. Stefanie P. Phillips. And my subtitle is Straight Out of Oakland. So without any further remarks,
we are here at the Cuba Gardens at Santa Ana High School, a beautiful location to welcome our new superintendent, Dr. Stefanie Phillips. Let's talk to some of the people, see what they say about her, their well wishes for her in this brand new adventure.
It is a pleasure on behalf of the members of the board that we had the opportunity to appoint one of our own.
What do you look forward to with Dr. Stefanie Phillips?
Well, I think it's pretty exciting that when you hire someone from our own ranks, because it's a reflection of the kind of quality of employees that we have as well as administrators. So we're pretty excited about what her vision is going to be and the process in which she's going to proceed that.
What made her stand out as the candidate too?
Well, I think what really made us feel confident about Stefanie is that she already knows our district very well. She has a solid understanding of the budget process and all aspects of the local control funding formula, our new funding mechanism. But she also has a strong academic background from her prior service prior to coming to Santa Ana Unified, and I think that was something that as folks learned more about that and understood her financial knowledge, those things together told us that we really had the right candidate with the right temperament to be the superintendent. So we think we've got a good...
I came here about a year and a half ago. We clicked very well, but I gained a lot of respect for her very early on because she was able to have conversations that most people couldn't have, but she was able to listen with open ears and take that.
What is your name?
Elaine Pennell, Stephanie's mother.
Wow. So first of all, thank you for lending her to us for at Santa Ana Unified School District. What are your well wishes for her in this new endeavor?
Well, I wish her all the best, and I know she could do it, and she's doing it now. And I know her grandmother would be well pleased.
Stefanie's husband.
Very nice. Good to meet you again. And what are your well wishes for her?
I just want to wish her all the best. We know that she's well qualified. She's done this job for a long time already, and she's just, I think, just way over the top and ready to do this. So we're excited for her.
I'm excited to serve as the superintendent of Santa Ana Unified School District. It is an honor and a privilege, but it's also an awesome responsibility. I wish I could say it was going to be easy, but you all are such amazing contributors to this whole process. We have amazing administrators, fantastic teachers, and awesome support people who come to work every day to make a difference for our kids. And I wouldn't be successful if you aren't successful.
Deciding where to send your child to school is one of the biggest decisions a parent will ever have to make.
And a major factor in that decision is who's sitting at the helm in your district, and that's why we wanted to introduce you to Santa Ana's new superintendent as of Monday,
Yeah,
Stefanie
4 days
Phillips.
on the job.
Congratulations on your new job.
Thank you so much.
Well, one of your great accomplishments, you balanced a $43 million deficit, and you didn't have to lay off any teachers. So how do you do that? Because you always hear that's a problem.
Well, you do it very strategically and very carefully. We want to make sure in Santa Ana that our kids have the most resources available. We have great programs and great teachers, and we want to preserve those at all costs.
One of the toughest jobs in the world.
Yeah,
My dad
really.
was a high school teacher, and I know.
And we always talk about funding for education, right? We hear this is political season. All the candidates will say we want to get more money to education.
That's right.
It's a hot button issue. Do you feel like you get the resources that you need?
We absolutely get the resources that we need, and our job is to take those resources and to put them into the right places so that students get what they need.
Very good. In this day and age, unfortunately, parents think about safety and how safe are our kids. Is that a priority in your district as well?
It is absolutely a priority. The Board of Education has harped on that, and that is one of their main priorities. So what we do is we make sure that our schools are the safest place in the city and in the county. So when our students come to school, they are safe, they learn, and we try to make sure that they get home safely as well.
I'm sure it's a balancing act too, though, right? Parents want to send their kids to school and they want them to be safe, but they also don't want to feel like they're sending their kids to a jail.
Oh,
right?
no.
How do you kind of balance that, having police present? You know, I don't know if we've seen metal detectors at some school. How do you kind of balance that between safety and care?
So you won't see that at our schools. We do have district safety officers that are on our sites, but that's just to interact and make sure that we keep elements out on the curb. We want to make sure that when our kids are in school, they're focused on learning and not worried about their safety. So we have great records. Our statistics are fantastic with that regard.
Speaking of stats, in 2014, the graduation rate was 81%, and the dropout rate was 11.6%. But your school district looks better than that. How does that happen? How do you keep that going?
We have tremendously committed teachers and principals who make sure that when students aren't doing well, that they engage with them and give them the right resources so that they can cross the finish line and graduate on time. So we have graduates that are going to Yale, to Harvard, to USC, to UCLA. So we're very proud of that. And we also have a partnership with our local community college that allows any Santa Ana Unified School District graduate to go to their first year of college for free.
That's wonderful.
With a computer. So Santa Ana College is an amazing partner, and we are so happy that our kids have a direct pathway to learning.
That is certainly wonderful. I'm all about the junior college and getting them started out. That's wonderful. All right. Yeah, Stefanie Phillips, thank you so much.
New Superintendent of Santa Ana Schools, thank you.
Thank you so much for having me.
First day of school coming up, we're excited.
And we are excited. It's going to be great.
Best of luck in your new career.
Send your kids to our schools.
All right. Fortunately, mine are out of high school now. Thank you, Steph.
Thank you.
All right.
Well, some of the items that we're going to be accomplishing here at this project today is that we're going to be removing these post-World War II buildings that were built 50 years ago. And we're going to be bringing in a new 2-story building that will replace these buildings, that will have the state-of-the-art technology, and they'll meet the current standard building codes.
Good morning. So we're here at the home of the Cowboys, Remington, and so what we're going to do is we're going to have you take the first swipe out of the buildings and take them down, so that'll be fun. So anyway, and we're going to be grading you on how well you destroy the buildings, but it should be a fun time.
Well,
so,
you know,
anyway.
if anything, I can destroy anything. I
Oh,
can
I don't
destroy
know.
something.
But anyway, but the destruction's obviously going to be for the positive of building things up.
That's
so,
right.
And you'll do a better job with that, I'm sure.
You know, feels a lot better to create things than to tear things down.
New SAUSD Superintendent Dr. Stefanie Phillips popped in to surprise the Saddleback High School staff meeting.
I wanted everybody to be in here because we want to go over some things that's going to propel us to this upcoming year, okay? But before I start, I want to be able to talk about some new challenges, but also some new people in our district. As you all may know, you have a new superintendent, Dr. Phillips. Some of you guys have met or seen Dr. Phillips. Okay, yeah, Very props. She's an amazing lady. One of the things that she did that I spoke with IoT, and they put the LCAP goal, district LCAP goal for IB, which means they're supporting our school for the next 3 to 5 years automatically. So, this is our new superintendent, Dr. Phillips.
Good morning. I apologize, I'm out of breath a little bit. You know, when I got the call to say, you know, would you like to come over and greet my teachers when they come back? I said, of course. Then it was, well, we're going to do something, you know, we're going to get the energy up, and would you mind participating in a flash mob? Of course. Then I get this text, are you going to wear the suit? And I'm going, well, I'm not of course, but maybe. So anyway, I'm just pleased to be here. And the reason why I chose to wear the suit is because I think it's important for me and important for all of us to think about breaking outside of our comfort zone. And I've never worn a mascot suit. But when asked to answer the call, if it was for the good of our teachers, the good of our staff, and the good of our kids, how could I say no? I thank you for having me here. Thank you for playing along with this whole thing. And it's been fantastic. The energy here is tremendous. I was asked to be in a couple of other places, but I had already committed here, and I was going to make sure I was here. And so what I would challenge us with is to continue to make connections. And let's look at those students who are maybe not those students that are excelling currently, but they have plenty of potential. Let's grab them and pull them forward. So I thank you for your energy, I thank you for your time, and if there's anything I can do for you, he'll be the guy to get in touch with.
The new superintendent for Santa Ana Unified Schools, Dr. Stefanie Phillips, was out visiting school sites on the first day of school, welcoming new students, consulting with administrators and teachers, and parents across the district.
Thank you. Thanks for coming by. How you doing? It's going well.
Dr. Phillips asked about what people are looking forward to this year.
Nice to meet you. Congratulations.
You want to write my name? I saw a movie. I saw The Jungle Book, and I'm Stefanie Phillips. Dr. Bertrand, what are you looking forward to this year?
So this year I am looking forward to all the exciting changes and the new programs that we're bringing here to Diamond. We're bringing Avid Elementary, we're working with our special ed department on some new and exciting changes, so we're really excited about that.
All right, what are you looking forward to this year?
This year, I think that one of the things we're most excited about is making connections and positive relationships with our kids and encouraging them to design their own learning and individualize their instruction as much as possible.
We're off to a great start, and the district is working hard to support the staff and administration at all our schools for this new academic year. And we'd like to hear from you. So if you have ideas and suggestions, contact the communications office at 714-558-5555.
Only child, and my family did believe in education, and I made sure she stayed in school. She did, and she met her future husband, and so I'm just overwhelmed with the love that I feel for them and my extended family, her in-laws, and we just enjoy each other and we plan for a future. So I think this is just the beginning. So here's to Stephanie. Cheers. Cheers.
That she stays grounded. And I think, like I said, everything I'm saying, I wish both of my sons could hear this, but it's really important that, obviously this is a great accomplishment that she's reached, a milestone. And like her mom just said, that there's still a lot of work to do. There's still a lot of people, a lot of kids to impact, a lot of people's lives to impact. But one thing that caused me to marry her is that she's the kind of person, and she's a woman that I know is rooted, and she's grounded, and she's good people. And in this day and age where we're struggling through so much craziness in our world, that means a lot to me. So I just wanted to say that before I pass the torch.
I'd like to share some words. I'm Deborah Johnson. I've had the pleasure of knowing Stephanie for nearly 30 years. We both had the opportunity to matriculate at the University of California, Davis, and I'm pleased and proud to call her my sister, not only as another woman, but also in the name of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. All right. And I've heard from many people about the element in which Stephanie is well-grounded. What you see is what you get. There's no air. She's a genuine person. Not only is she beautiful on the outside, she's more beautiful on the inside because she cares. And hearing your story epitomizes the Stephanie that I have known and that I am so tremendously proud of today. Because basically, you, honey, you are what we all aspire to be. Right. And your mother and your husband and your sons can look up and say, wow, I knew her when. And I too have known you when. And I have to tell you that I aspire to be like you because you are truly an amazing woman. And when good women do things together, amazing things happen. And to that, I want to say congratulations, my dear friends and sister. I love you. And here's to Dr. Stefanie.
Met 4 years ago. And we have come to the conclusion that our steps were ordered by God to be in Santa Ana out of all the places in the world. Just been there for maybe 8 months. I had relocated from the Bay Area, and I was on her camera. And she walks in, and we all wake up. And we were just, wow, we could not believe it. So the first thing that I did, I said, that's my soror. I don't see it anywhere on her resume, but she's an Alpha Kappa Alpha woman. She has to do all that and a bag of chips. No way that she is not night to see who is Stefanie Phillips. And sure enough, when I did my Google search, there was an article about her that let me find out more about her, and it said within the article that she was a member of Alpha Kappa Alpha sorority. So when we hired her, before she started, I called her on the telephone and I said, welcome to Santa Ana. And I said, I want to tell you we have something in common. And she said, what is that? I said, you're my soror. And so from that moment, before she even started on day one, we automatically had that bond, and we have been like this the entire time. And I'm still like, it's surreal. So I am just like overjoyed. I feel like I'm living in a dream, and because of what has happened to her, I said, well shoot, what do I want? She's up and up. And so I just want to thank you, and I want to congratulate you, and I'm so glad to be a part of your team.
Stephanie, I just want to say I met Stephanie and Dee 3 years ago at sorority meeting. And when I found out what Stephanie did, I just used to say, you're going to be the superintendent. She was like, oh, girl, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. But I knew what I knew, that after meeting her, just her character, the way she carried herself, I mean, she's a phenomenal woman. If you want someone on your team who's firm, fair, and consistent at the helm, that's the person. And I am so proud to call you friend, sister, and Sora, and I just feel blessed to do more and to just ask God or tell God, you know, I want something too. So that's what I want to say. Congratulations, Stephanie. I'm so proud of you, and God bless you. And I can't wait to see what good things are going to happen in this district, because you're going to put Santa Ana on a district in a different perspective. Washington, D.C. is going to be calling you.
Superintendent,
Yes, ma'am.
Doctor, soror, Stephanie, thank you for never doubting what God can do in your life. Thank you. You've been that example to us. I'd like to ask all of the ladies of Alpha Kappa Alpha to stand. So some people may not know that next year in March is going to be your 25th anniversary in this illustrious sorority, Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. And so on behalf of my sisters here, we have purchased a little token for your silver anniversary, and we just want to say thank you. You make us so proud, and you have been prepared for such a time as this. Yes. Okay.
She was my new boss. And early on, Stephanie's the boss. She said, hey, I have a meeting to go to. My husband, Brian, can't make it to get the boys, and I have Brandon and Blake with me. Would you mind coming along and keep an eye on the boys for me? You know, other duties as assigned, for sure. It turned out to be a USC infomercial featuring Dr. Phillips. Okay, long story, get in the car, we're headed back. She says, what do you think? Think about? Well, you heard what they were talking about, didn't you? Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, the doctorate thing? Yeah, I heard that. It's interesting. I didn't know that's what was involved. Great. I was hoping you would say that, because we have 30 days to get your packet in. But I took the step. I listened to her. I followed her instruction. She has been a mentor, an inspiration, and to see you now like this is just phenomenal. I mean, here's to you. Congratulations.
Whenever my mom took me to her job, I would see you when you were working hard, in that if you ever came to my school, I would say, hey, that's my auntie.
Everybody in this room means a tremendous amount to me. All have touched me in some way, whether small and brief or elongated over time. I love you. And I'm not a very emotional person. Most of you who know me in the business world will know I'm pretty much the bottom line. But I will say that the support that I feel, each of you individually, is a blessing from God. It's just a blessing. No other way to describe it. I've been through so many things in my life that really tested my faith. I'm still here. And it's not because of me. It's because of Him. My God has provided me with the support in this room. My mother was my first teacher. She taught me not only to read and write and all that stuff, but she taught me resilience. She taught me independence. And that's probably the first and greatest gift she could have taught me, because she taught me how to be the woman that I am today. Taught me how to be resourceful, compassionate, non-judgmental, and she gave me a love for learning. She and my grandmother, who's not with us any longer, but who's right here with me every day, they taught me how to be a woman. And I'll forever be grateful to both of them for that. My husband, I've been married to him for 23 years. He's been a bright light in my life. He's never held me back, not once. He's moved with me when I said, oh, Ontario. Oh, let's go to Chino. Oh, Georgia. And he's been there. He's never said no. He's always said, well, he's always been the cautious one, but he's always been there, supporting me, loving me. And I wouldn't have been able to do any of that. This whole thing about superintendency, I mean, it's a job. and it's one that I intend to execute with the greatest integrity and the greatest commitment to excellence for our kids, because they deserve it. But it's not who I am. It's what I do. And hopefully, if I'm blessed, I will continue to do it in such a manner that, the kids of Santa Ana will benefit. Just step from the block. And that's who I intend to be. That's who I enjoy being. And it kind of is off-putting when I have to kind of be the superintendent. And it's going to get way more intense. It's going to get way better. But at the end of the day, I'm going to come home to my lovely family, my mother-in-law, my father-in-law, all my friends, and then we're going to have a cookout, and we're going to talk about how to make this world better. Thank you for being here today. Just know that I feel blessed. Okay.